Objects in motion, stay in motion.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose. Good Friday night to you. Let's see some of the numbers here for MP.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So the New York starting 5. Josh Hart out there with George. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Dadier in at the center position. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. MP out there with White. And it's Davis in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Now here's Tatum. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Tatum.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Brunson scanning the floor. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Gang pass to Brown. Hard against Tatum. Back to MP. Brown outside. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Gang. It's rebounded by New York. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
Well, truth be told, they got punked on the glass. That was the difference in the game.
And this is simply what Hero does, finding and making shots.
Here's MP. It's rebounded by Brunson. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Over MP. And that one's good. Brunson.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
Here's Tatum. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Brunson. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
And MP throws it down.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Round with it. George picks him up. MP kicks to Tatum. Drills the three-pointer. Tatum's got 5.
Oh, boy. Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
Hero against White. Inside. Great D that time from Davis.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And there's the bucket from MP. He has 6.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
It's stolen by White. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And again, Boston with the triple.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the three. We'll see if the defense can do that. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, Tatum, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. And that one's good. MP.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
And Davis sends it back. And the dunk by MP.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
And that one drops for him.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Tatum passes to Yang. Tatum dishes to MP. Over Hart. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for New York. They trail by 9 points. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Tatum, that's for 2, gets a very good look and converts. Tatum's got 14 points.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Hero passes to Hart. White against Hero. Over White. Hero, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there. What?
It's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brunson kicks to George. Brunson outside. Takes a 3. And Boston with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Round the pass to Tatum. MP outside. Pass to Davis. MP outside. White. Off target from 3-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the paint, and stolen by White. Over in the corner, Brown. MP finds Tatum. Back to MP. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Hero. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Brunson outside. Pass to Hero. Hart with a screen on Tatum. Hero against Tatum. Here's Hart. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Celtics leading by 13. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Hero. And Davis sends it back.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Boston?
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Here's Henry. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Yang gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Martin with a screen on Brown. Hero from long range. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And he is so good from deep. Hero puts up high percentages on high volume.
MP dishes to Tatum. Back to MP. The Celtics working the ball around now. Porzingis passes to Yang. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And that's 18 points for MP.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Patterson. Here's Bailey. Here's Henry, covered by MP. Henry misses. Celtics leading by 16. Now, here's MP. Here's Walsh. Still scoreless. And here's Brown outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Martin with a screen on Brown. Hero from long range. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, there's the answer from Hero. One of the best from three-point range in the league.
Brown outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
From 17 feet out. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
And Tatum launches it from deep. A three-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 14. Henry with it. 9 points last game. Hero with the screen on MP. Eyes a 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Tatum finds Brown. Now here's MP. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Henry dishes to Martin. Pass to Henry. Hero against Brown. Up top, Hero. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by MP. Hero against Brown. MP kicks to Brown. The 3-ball. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got 6.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so it's MP making things happen for Boston. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We come back right after this. Deciding to change it up. The forwards for him, Tatum and Porzingis. Then there's Davis. Then it's MP. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. Brunson right side. 5 to shoot. Here's Dadier. Here's Martin. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Indiana was terrific. He came away with 41 points, and that was only part of it, as he added a triple-double for his work. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Spins. Here's George. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. Celtics leading by 23. Brown the pass to Tatum. MP dishes to Tatum. Back to MP. It's rebounded by New York. Brunson outside. Pass to George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on White. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
MP kicks to Tatum. Over Hart. Misses, and he wants that one back. Knicks trail by 21. Outside, Hero. Knocked away. Pass to Hart. Here's Brunson. That shot misses. Good defense by MP. Brown outside. Back to MP. Going inside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. New York moving the ball around. Hart the pass to Hero. From deep, Brunson drains the 3-pointer. Brunson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
MP dishes to Tatum. Over Hart, and that one's good. Tatum's got 20.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
There's a good screen. Hero against White. 4 on the shot clock. Hart with the screen for George. And again, New York with the triple.
He's just so good from out there, even when the defense is tight.
Down low, here's Yang. Rebounded by Hart. Knicks trail by 19. A nice shot by Dadier. Dadier's got his first bucket in this one.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Now, here's MP. He's got 24 to the inside. And Dadier pulls it down.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Hero passes to Brunson. George looking over the floor. Brunson outside. Yep, it counts. 23 points in the game.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Davis kicks to MP. Davis, the pass to Yang. And the dunk by MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
White against Hero. George with the screen on Davis. Here's Dadier. A three-pointer, no good. Austin leading by 17. Davis, the pass to Brown. And here is Tatum. MP outside. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's someone who's really been playing well, earning the Player of the Month in the East. MP.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his scoring ability.
Zinkas is checked in for Boston. Bailey is checked in for New York. MP finds Davis. Brown the pass to Yang. Here's White. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
It's White on the wing. Brown outside. Pass to MP. Brown gets a screen from Yang. And Brown is good for three. Brown's got 9.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
The three. Dadier's shot is off.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, charging inside with force. Love seeing Brown go up strong on the drive.
Here's Bailey. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland. Hero from long range. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
And a wide open look for MP. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Knicks trail by 19. And here is Hart. He has yet to score. Shoots the three. Hero, no good. And for the Celtics, their shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Very versatile player. Hero spaces the floor. He can drive. He can pass. And he's a sneaky good rebounder as well.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
White the pass to Yang. Davis dishes to MP. That's in there. Davis with the assist. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, if you blinked, you missed MP getting that shot off.
Here's Hero. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the middle. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George sets a screen for Hero. Hands it from downtown. Hero's got 18 points.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
MP finds Brown. Brown gets a screen from Yang. Lets the 3 fly. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tyler Hero picks one up. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That one misses. Here's Dadier over Brown. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Boston, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Boston Celtics.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that, Shaq, I'm going to let you take it.
Oh, yeah. 1-2. 1-2, 1-2 in the place to be. Most definitely, they seize the paint like a MIC. Me and Ernie and Kenny.
Okay, and now let's check out the power rankings as we move through the middle of the season.
You look at the Celtics holding steady at the 2 spot. I wonder how they feel about that placement on our ranking scale.
And that is it for halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Well, it's nothing new for him. They are at their best when he's setting the table like that.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Tyler Hero out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's George. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Dadier in at the 5 spot.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now Brunson. Down low. Hero. And he uses the glass on the layup. 20 points for Tyler Hero.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production. And tonight, he has delivered.
White the pass to Yang. Back to White. Tatum with a screen on Hero. Here's White. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
So much control from White in the mid-range.
Brunson against MP. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Davis. Here's White. Kicks it out to MP. MP sets the screen for Brown. No good on the 3. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for New York. 17-point game. Pass to Hart. Brunson with it. White covering. And it's Brunson missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Hero against Brown. George with the screen on Brown. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Hero's got 22.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hito Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando. Yes. Was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world. He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. MP against Brunson. Fires the three, and Davis pulls it down.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
MP kicks to Tatum. MP with a screen on Hart. Goes up from the top of the key, and that one's good. Tatum. He's got 22.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
Back to Brunson from downtown. Sinks the three-pointer. Brunson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game and a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Outside, George. Some nice passing by New York here. Brunson, right side. Off target with his three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside, Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Wow, what a slam. Tatum not messing around right there.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Knicks trail by 20. It's Hart on the wing. Hero kicks to George. Pass to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those. I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
For New York, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Hero from long range. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Here's White. And he lays it straight in. White's got 4 points this quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Knicks trail by 19. Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. A shot. Now look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Zinkas is checked in for Derek White. Martin's checked in for the Knicks. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure.
And this game has MP's fingerprints all over it. He is really cooking.
Johnson with it. He has 35. From deep. Boston grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Knicks trail by 18. Hero passes to George. Boston grabs the miss. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Porzingis. Hit the tip. MP on the follow. MP's got 8 points in the quarter.
Talk about a guy who never gives up. MP showing great effort.
For New York, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Here's Brunson, and Davis sends it back. MP passes to Brown. Inside, Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Porzingis has got 5 points so far. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Pass to Dadier. Back to Brunson. Outside, George. Here's Hero. Looking to end the run. It's good from long range. Hero's got 25 points.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Brown finds Tatum. Now MP. Brunson covering. MP passes to Brown. Launches a 3. And Dadier pulls it down. Dadier's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Brunson has it in the corner. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
MP passes to Davis. MP sets the screen for Davis. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now, here is George. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Martin. 6 to shoot. Davis with the ball. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Walsh is checked in. And it's Pritchard in for Tatum. Boy, Stan, think of it. How many teams could use the defensive versatility that Caleb Martin brings to a team into the floor?
Yeah, look, Kevin, he's capable of guarding 4 positions on the floor, plays a lot bigger than his size would indicate, and gives his team a lot of flexibility with rotation.
He brings such great energy, doesn't he, stand off the bench? I know he has started, but his bench play can really affect the game.
Yeah, and that's a great thing, too. He can start, come off the bench. This guy will give you whatever you need.
Well said. Here's MP, off target at the rim.
How'd that move work out? The important part is to get the ball in the basket, not to make the highlight reel. Come on.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Brown. MP outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. And MP throws it down.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
And here is Henry. Hopping on the board. Misses the 3.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
The Celtics making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Patterson, he's checked in for George. Here's Patterson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Patterson's got his first points of the night.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pritchard passes to MP. Brown outside. Just 4 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off to the paint. And the dunk by MP.
Rocking the rim. MP injecting some energy into his squad.
Here's Bailey. He's covered by Brown. Outside, Martin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off. And New York making a change here. Gray's checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Basket counts. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Here's Hero. Basket good.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And the dunk by MP.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Celtics. They finish off the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the mark.
Making a switch here. MV's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. George is checked in for Patterson. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Brunson covering. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Then it's MP. And it's Walsh in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Martin with the screen for Brunson. Buries the long-range jumper. Brunson's got 41.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
So it's the Celtics now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Baseline try. Bailey misses. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Henry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls,
the previous play is under review. The officials will have 2 minutes.
So fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effective.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Tatum, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Brunson outside. Fires the three. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Celtics passing it around. Yang pass to Pritchard. MP up top. Tatum gets the screen from Yang. Tatum dishes to MP. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Good work by MP. He gets positioning inside and capitalizes.
And Martin now top of the key. Pass to Brunson from 17 feet out. And that's off the glass and in. Brunson's got 43 points.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line of this half.
Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Davis is checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Pritchard.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
MP kicks to Tatum. Singus passes to Yang. Tatum down low. Takes it off the glass. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Bailey. Back to Brunson from past the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Brunson's got 48.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
MP kicks to Porzingis. To the middle. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. From the arc. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And it's sent back by George. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And that one misses. In the NBA, helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
White, he's checked in for Boston. George passes to Hart. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
The assist.
George has got 6 assists now in the game. Davis dishes to Brown. MP with it. Brunson picks him up. Outside, Davis. Back to MP. And another one falls. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring rush.
New York foul. Jordan. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
That free throw missing.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
From the stripe, Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 7 rebounds in the game. MP kicks to Brown. Drains it from beyond the arc.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
The Knicks shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Outside, Hero. Here's Brunson. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Knicks shooting around 41% on the night. Here's Brunson. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Yang passes to Pritchard. MP with a screen on Brunson. He takes it in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Dan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
Back to MP. To the inside. Here's Hart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Wasted no time on that one. Heroes got 11 points here in just the second half. MP finds Griffin. Back to MP. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. And here's Brunson outside. Porzingis with the rebound. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
George with the steal. One-on-one fast break.
Personal foul. Peyton Pritchard. First personal foul. 5th team foul.
The first one falls.
Shooting for New York. Godvier. 2 shots.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Back to MP. Boston again missing. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual.